The Golding Institute endeavors to provide subscribers worldwide with a safe audio ticket into some of the most enduring oral mysteries of the modern age. Today, join our sexually segregated hosts in exploring the multicultural and fast-paced world of the International Airport Restroom.
Hawaii became a state of the United States in 1959, bringing aloha, luau, and hula dances into the American lexicon. But the Polynesian islands' history goes way back further than that, back to the time of Captain James Cook, the first European explorer to visit the islands. His men introduced venereal disease, which devastated the native population and led to a long process of population decline due to war and disease. Many years later, Hawaii continues to be a hotspot for the sexually active tourist, a fact that is only hinted at by the following recording from the Honolulu International Airport restroom. The Korean people's ancestors migrated from the north to the Korean peninsula some 4,000 years ago. The Korean alphabet, known as Hangul, is claimed to have been the first phonetic alphabet in East Asia. Let our magic carpet transport you now to the Korea of the present, as our experienced crew of investigative sound reporters touch down in the toilets of the Seoul airport in order to make this revealingly contemporary recording.
Indonesia, the world's fourth most populated country, is as famous for its extreme human rights violations as it is for its nasi goreng, a flavorful rice dish that can be purchased from street hawkers throughout the land. The devastating devaluation of the rupiah, the imminent departure of controversial President Suharto, and government restrictions on bringing cassette tape recorders into the country made the following recording near impossible to obtain. Our courageous technicians were forced to improvise using a substandard setup secretly smuggled into the airport at the last possible minute. We would like to make clear that at no time were Golding Institute representative lives ever in danger, though the eerie poor quality of the following recording does little to betray that fact. Exotic Singapore became a republic in 1965 when it peacefully seceded from the Federation of Malaysia. A clean-cut society with strict penalties for any infringement on what they define as the national character, behavior such as smoking or chewing gum in public is penalized with stiff fines. Rumor has it that as recently as 20 years ago, Singapore customs agents would stamp in the passports of backpackers SHIT, which stood for Suspected Hippie in Transit. A key component of the Singapore police state has been its laws regarding the use of bathrooms in public places, laws which hold special interest to listeners of this recording. In Singapore, heavy fines apply for those who leave a public restroom without bothering to flush the toilet, and many toilets are equipped with special flush sensors which make it fairly easy to apprehend agitators. In fact, people who have left public restrooms without washing their hands have found their pictures published in the daily papers as examples of dirty birds. These campaigns have contributed to creating some of the most sonically compelling public restrooms in the world. In this next fascinating recording, secretly made at the ultra-modern Changi Airport, you will hear some of these infamous Singapore flushes taking place, each one saving someone from experiencing not only a hefty fine, but the shame of a nation. Let's listen.
From a police state to a state with televised police, Los Angeles, California, USA. Center of the entertainment industry and home to many celebrities, the Los Angeles area is a hubbub of activity both in and out of the toilet. Superstar George Michael caused a lot of eyebrows to raise recently when his unusual behavior in a Beverly Hills public restroom landed him on the front pages of America's leading tabloids. While George wasn't present in the Los Angeles International Airport restroom on the day we made the following recording, listen carefully, and who knows, you might spot another celebrity at work or play.
Attention travelers, you are not required to give money to solicitors. This airport does not sponsor their activities. I repeat, you are not required to give money to solicitors. This airport does not sponsor their activities. Attention please. Welcome to Los Angeles International Airport. Please maintain visual contact with your personal property at all times. Do not leave baggage or other items unattended. Thank you for your cooperation.
The tiny island country of New Zealand officially became part of the British Empire in the 1840s. While volcanic activity is commonplace in many parts of New Zealand, at the Auckland Airport restroom, our audio engineers were thankfully protected from explosive activity of any kind.
its remote outback regions and dramatic unpopulated open spaces, Australia would seem to be a shoo-in for the country where relieving oneself in the wild outdoors would cause little harm in the way of negative environmental impact. True enough, but here at the modern Brisbane airport, I'll use the toilets, mate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Very welcome passengers coming on flight 262 Macau. This aircraft is now boarding gate 48. Flight 262 Macau is now boarding gate 48.
The Golding Institute has made its contribution to our society's future by creating a virtual time capsule of fascinating and historical sounds. Won't you make your contribution by sending a check or leaving a bequest in your will to
The Golding Institute.